Danny has a surprise guest check-in that he would rather check out. We've got a lot of shady business going on. We're going to be talking about all that and more. Season 1, Episode 10, Grand Hotel. Stay tuned.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
That's right, we're back! We ain't dabbing in here, though!
I ain't dabbing no more.
We ain't gonna dab!
Wait!
Unless it's away and we have our hands up like this.
Way away.
We,
It's a little too early for me for that one, but continue.
She's got a little PTSD here. We had a little bit of a spillage, but it's okay because now we're here. We're ready to go. We're excited because
Let's do this
episode was juicy. But before we get into all of that, let me introduce my amazing panel here. We have our prediction, Nostradamus. Chae.
No, you said it right.
Oh, well, great. I'm glad I said it right. We have Chae here predicting everything as it happens. So, welcome.
I was close to a couple of things.
You were.
I just didn't get her verbiage right, but I still was just like, oh, dang, she went full on.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
Let's not spoil.
Let's not spoil it. And then we have actor, soon to be UCB student, Upright Citizens Brigade, dabbing it out, Ricky. Holla! And we have myself. My name is Rachel. I was on Big Brother, which is a reality show all about drama. So, as we know, I love drama. In real life, apparently, too, because I was stupid enough to go on a reality show. But we are here talking about all the drama that happened, the Riviera Grand and Grand Hotel. And this episode was so much fun. So much to talk about, and just a couple of teasers for you, too, here. We have our special segment coming up as well that you're going to want to stay tuned. Ricky is going to be doing our hotel mysteries. Ooh. And then also we have a really juicy news and gossip section, so you are going to want to stay tuned to hear all about that. But like I was saying, Riviera Grand Hotel, oh my gosh, so much to talk about. Guys, overall thoughts of the episode tonight. Chae, I'll hit it with you first.
It was crazy to just touch on everybody in the chat. This is a crazy episode.
I know. I saw people in the chat already. They were like, this episode was just...
Like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I can't. Like, even Alexa O'Moore says, oh my God, this episode was crazy in all caps.
Yeah. Crazy.
Because... I mean, granted, a lot of things are happening in this episode. A lot of different characters are being touched on, and some are getting finished in a way, a lot Ingrid. However, I actually felt bad for her. She really tried. She was just trying to come back, but you know.
I felt, I mean, okay. I kind of felt bad for her. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Ricky.
Juicy. So juicy. I mean, this is like I feel like this is the meat. This is like the heart of season 1 right now. This episode.
I know. We keep saying we're like, oh, this is the episode, but I'm like,
no, but this is like the heart. This is like, you know where everyone stands, but then there's new stuff coming into play, and then who has to turn who in, and then, I mean, we're in it. We're like fully in this show, and I feel like, I know I've said this about the previous episodes, but this episode is
the start.
Not the start. It's like we're right in the eye of the storm.
Yeah, I totally feel that way too. So, gosh, and talk about a storm. I'm glad that you said that. A storm was Danny boy. Alicia, Danny, Heather checks into the hotel. Trust issues, a big topic tonight with Alicia and Danny. We see his ex-girlfriend arrive, like I said.
She's crazy.
She
showing up to a hotel.
I know, and then we see Alicia and her kind of awkwardly bond together in efforts to
help her win back her boyfriend.
Yeah, and then of course we see around the end of it, we see, in efforts to kind of win Alicia back over and say, you know what, I am someone that you can trust. Spills the whole thing about Sky. We see at the end of this episode, she's saying, you're fired. We'll get into all of that. That's just a little summary for you. But I want to start off, first question. How do you feel about, with the trust issues being a really big topic tonight? I'm sure we all have, difference of opinions or maybe similar opinions. I'm not sure. But how do you feel about Danny? Danny's been withholding a lot of information from her. So do you agree or disagree with what he has been withholding? From
Alicia?
From Alicia, yeah.
From Alicia. I understand it. Especially depending on, obviously we know he's had a very rough childhood growing up and from foster home to foster home, and that does make you guarded. And when you actually do find someone that you actually connect with on a different level, even if you are in a relationship but you've never actually felt love in a way, in a sense of what love is supposed to feel like for you, it makes you, it makes it hard.
Yeah. Because
you're so used to just keeping everything to the vest, trying to get the situation where you want it to go. But like she says, you have to trust me. But then that's also a double-edged sword. Because if I trust you with information, now the information's out there.
Yeah. I mean, it's a really big deal what Danny has on his shoulders right now. So I can kind of see why he wouldn't want to tell straight up somebody he's just met. I mean, he is just meeting her. So.
And I am trying to kind of maybe destroy your family. I mean, that's so hard.
Well, yeah, maybe kind of sort of be destroying your family. That's very true. So, Ricky, your take?
I mean, in Danny's defense, he went into this job with one mission and one mission only, is to find out what happened to his sister. He just so happens to come into love with Alicia, right?
Yeah, he wasn't expecting
that. So in all defense, it's just life happening.
Yeah.
That something sprung up, and I mean, I understand where she's coming from, but if she listens to what he's saying, if she really likes him and she's really paying attention to what he's saying, he has to be careful, of what he says and what he does and what information he gives out, because he needs to find out what happened to his sister.
Yeah, and then there is that line too of withholding information and then straight up lying. Yeah. I feel like he has
different things.
Yeah, I feel like he hasn't straight up lied to her.
Two different things. Yeah.
Two totally different things.
I mean, granted, sometimes people believe withholding and telling a lie are the same thing.
Yeah, no, I know.
But how is that lying? Lying is asking a question and someone knowing an answer but saying something completely different. If
lying
I don't tell you something,
is still lying.
Right, but if I don't say something, I'm not lying. No one ever asked me anything.
Yeah.
So it's like if you go into court and they ask you a question and you say something that's not true and they find out, that's a lie. But if
that's
they don't
perjury.
But you're lying though. But if they don't ask you that question, then you're not lying.
I'm confused.
But you're still lying. But okay, granted. Okay, technically yes. If you're in court and you're asked the question,
screw the court part.
Okay, screw the court part.
Just in general, if I'm speaking to you and I'm asking you all these questions, but I failed to ask you one question and you don't answer, but that was an important question, I'm not going to say you're a liar. I never asked you.
Yeah.
You never lied about anything.
True.
Yeah, I think it's a situational thing, like I said. It's very situational.
Thing, yes, and it's especially depending on the female it is, that also plays a part in where their views are on that.
Okay.
Yeah. Straight up.
Straight up.
Straight up. So then we see, like I was saying at the end of the episode, we see Danny say, you know what, this is what's been going on. Your dad might be involved. I've been here. I've been spying. Sky is my sister. You could kind of see on her face, she was like, oh my gosh, he is dropping this. I don't know what I've got it. You're fired.
Yeah.
And then, so I was like, oh my God, I wasn't expecting that. Then it just cuts. So do you agree with her harsh judgment or her harsh action? And do you think that it's going to stick in the next episode?
No,
but I mean, at least for a part, because she's angry. She feels betrayed in a way. You only got close to me to get to my family. But I also agree with Rick, funny enough, that she needs to... Ricky! Sorry, I'm tired. And you spent
Dang, you just called him Rick?
Rick, I hate that. I hate when people call me Rick. Rick!
Yeah, so the good old Ricksters over here.
Yeah, Rickster!
Let's go with that one. I like that.
Ricksters? All right.
I'm going to call you Rickster.
So you agree with the Ricksters?
I agree. I agree with him in the sense that she needs to listen. Because Trust is a two-way
streak.
It's just two-way street. So it's communication in any relationship, and you can't ask for it and then get it and then be mad about it. That's something I never like about certain situations. You asked me to be honest, and now I'm honest. Now you're turning it around and making me the bad guy. That how? Why?
Yeah, you're like,
you asked for my trust. You asked for me to be open and honest, and you made me believe I could trust you. And now I'm telling you this information, though it might hurt.
Yeah, but that's a pretty weighted truth you just told.
That's a huge. It has a lot of weight to it, for sure.
Well,
but I understand where you're coming from.
Like, especially when you know your dad's been hiding stuff about Javi. Like, it might not seem that much out of the realm of possibility if you actually want to think about it. But I think because she's, in a way, emotionally shut down, at the same when she was hearing it, it was kind of like a shutdown happening in her system.
Yeah. I just think she just was overwhelmed and it just hit her and she was just like, no, you're fired. Like, I don't know. I just think it all hit her. But I definitely think it was a split-second decision. I think she's definitely going to go back.
She's a female. Very emotional. You act
that's
on
true.
emotions.
Okay. I mean, not all of us are like that.
Not all of you.
Not all of us are like that, Ricky.
No,
Gosh.
but females are emotional creatures. Let's just be honest. There's nothing wrong with it. She reacted on emotion. She was hurt. She felt betrayed. She felt lied to. And, you know, when someone asks for someone to be very truthful in the information and someone actually... She probably didn't know how to receive it. Yeah. So the first thing is just like how the mind works. Protect yourself. That's what the mind does.
100%.
So by firing him, he's gone. So now she doesn't have to worry about and sit in all these emotions. Well, she does, but she doesn't have to see him.
Or to have to keep this secret from her family, from her dad. Now that she has all this information, like she's like, I've been harboring. I'm seeing somebody who's potentially gonna come after my family. I don't know. I mean. Something like that too.
I do want to shout out the detective who is Christina Vidal. She was on Taina and Freaky Friday for those who are, avid 90s and early 2000 watchers, because she is live and I love her and I'm so happy to see her in this episode.
She's live in the chat?
No,
okay.
live in general.
I know. Yeah, no.
I wish she was in the chat. That'd be nice.
Yeah, no, she was. Well, speaking of the chat and speaking of all those awesome people that are in the chat and watching us, what do you want to tell them, Chae?
We just want to thank you guys so much for watching us, tuning in every week to all the shows we do here at AfterBuzz TV. But we need your help to continue doing what we do here best. So, if you're watching us right now on YouTube, give us that thumbs up, comment, leave your theories, leave your favorite, who are your team, like Yolanda and Marissa, because their relationship is so cute, by the way. It's just very adorable. And if you still want Alicia to give Danny a chance, let us know. We like to hear that type of stuff.
Hit that subscribe button too.
Hit that subscribe button. He says it has to be done.
Yep, that's right.
But if you're listening to us right now on iTunes, we need that 5-star review, because the 1 through 4 got blown up. They don't work. They just don't. It has to be, Katie Seagal's people.
I know. That definitely was Katie Seagal. It was Teresa. It was her.
It was very Teresa's people.
Yeah.
I don't know when it happened. It just did, but it don't work. So the 5-star is the only thing that works.
Yeah.
Okay?
I was noticing that the other day when I tried to do a 4, but it didn't work out, so I did 5.
No, we don't do that here.
Just kidding. I would never give AfterBuzz a 4. I give it 5 always.
A 10.
A 10.
If we could give it a 10, we could give it a 10. But we just want to thank you so much for making us the ESPN of TV talk, so we can continue to do what we do here best. Talking to you guys about your favorite shows, our favorite shows, the drama, there's romance, the sexy times.
Yes, the drama, the romance. And speaking of the drama, Felix, Gigi, Santiago.
Every time you say Gigi, I'm thinking that you're going to say Hadid.
Wow.
Every single time. I'm
not.
Nope.
But yes, I would too. But we're talking about this Gigi. We're talking about the Mendozas. So we have Santiago and Gigi. They continue to struggle with their relationship. We've got this whole trust issue thing again of keeping secrets. Doesn't help when Santiago finds Felix in the hotel room 606.
That used to be Beatrice's, I bet you.
Yeah, that's exactly what I wrote down. I said, this is where we can assume maybe Beatrice had passed away in there.
Or she hid out during her
there.
addicted days.
Yes. And so
quote unquote.
We see Teresa show up say that all the debt can be forgiven if Santiago hands over Felix. We see Santiago punch Felix at one point.
He didn't punch him.
He didn't punch him. He went him into the wall.
He headbutted. He rammed his head into the side
punched
of the wall.
him.
Same difference.
Yeah, he effed him up basically. And then Gigi gets wind of this at the end of the episode. We see her getting Felix out just in the nick of time. So, question: what would you have done if you were Gigi?
I think it's funny. You're getting mad. Like, you do the same thing, though. You want him to be honest with you, but you kept the fact that Felix was around in the same
I don't blame
room
her.
that you knew that was Beatrice's room.
I know. I mean, it's messed up on all accounts a little bit, but
you're also taking what he says to heart, even though, granted, Santiago technically did turn him in, but he also lied to Gigi and saying that he did nothing wrong. You legit accused him of killing his wife. That is wrong. You deserve to get your butt beat.
We don't know exactly what the exact story is just yet.
yeah.
For Beatrice?
For everything.
Okay,
True.
he definitely
We know
hit
what's
his
on the
head
surface.
on there because he did have a hand in her killing for sure, 100%.
Who did?
You really think that?
Santiago.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I do.
All right.
I do.
I love how you think that Felix is such a good guy, and he's not.
I think Felix is a good guy.
He's the devil. he's a con artist. I'm really with Santiago.
I'm on more Team Felix right now than I am Team Santiago.
I think it's interesting though, because even if we look at both these guys side by side, they're supposed to be almost similar in a way. Like, they both lied to Gigi, but this is my difference. Felix ran. I mean, technically, you could have ran with your wife and your kids with all that money. You didn't have to run by yourself.
Yeah, but he got put away because of Santiago.
He didn't get put away.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
he
never
did.
got caught.
He called the FBI, no?
Yeah, but he never got caught.
That's true.
That's my point. If that's the case and you really care about your family so much, why didn't you take them with you?
Again, we don't really know the specifics exactly what happened yet. All we know is just what's on the surface, what he said, she said.
Okay, but then it's both he said against Felix and against Santiago. There is both.
We'll have to find out
We're
soon.
just gonna have to.
Something's gonna happen.
Something's about that.
Something's gonna. The puzzle. We're gonna find the piece to the puzzle. But in all fairness to Gigi, she's kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. She has two guys pulling at her arms here. It's like, who do you trust?
Yeah.
The one that you had a family with,
Yeah.
that portrayed you and left, or do you trust the one that you're married to, who then called the FBI on your husband to supposedly get closer to her?
Yeah.
We don't really know who to believe yet, to be honest with you. And now she's going off on this boat with him.
And then we see in the preview that she's going off with him. It
she
looks like
might-
she leaves with him.
Yeah.
And I am not happy about that.
Then I don't like that either.
I thought she was smarter than that, though. That's the only thing. I really, like, I always think of Gigi as being way smarter than she's given credit for.
Yeah,
I really feel like she
100%.
should have sent Felix off and then took a time, like, hey, if you send me a postcard where you are, if I'm ready to join you, I will, but I want it to be my decision, not a split-second decision where I'm mad at Santiago and this might hurt him.
Well, we don't really know if she leaves.
We don't.
She's on the dock.
Yes.
That's all we see.
Even
But
though-
she's contemplating it.
She is contemplating.
She's told Santiago she needs time. What you need time and space for? Are you about to leave with him? Go on a boat to wherever? And then, also, my second question, where you get a boat from?
They have,
Where did Felix get a boat from?
Yes, those are my questions.
maybe Gigi arranged it. Maybe she has money. Maybe
Yeah.
she has.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute!
So then
I
you're
got a
gonna tie
prediction.
your-
Okay.
They
All right,
tie
let's save your
your-
prediction. Wait.
Yeah.
Ricky's got a hot
Wait.
prediction, but we're going to save it for the
I'm
end.
not gonna say anything.
So then you're going to tie your name to a criminal that might get caught by the Coast Guard. Might just get put up by Coast Guard and your name is now attached to a criminal that you get arrested for.
I mean, you're a
Was
deep
she in the
thinker
library
I'm just
with the
saying.
candle?
there. No, I know. With the fiddlestick and
the fiddle stick.
jumping over the moon. Anyways.
I think it's interesting because you have the whole Danny Alicia thing, and like you have these two different triangles going on, obviously between Alicia and Danny and Heather, and then Santiago, Felix,
We have a
and
love
Santiago.
triangle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what about, wait, hold on now. Now, I just want to ask that. What would you have done if you were Santiago? Now, because Santiago was propositioned, if you turn in Felix, now we already saw that, Gigi had said, you're don't ruin my family again. Like, don't do that. And the kids are reconnecting with him. They're excited. They're happy. They could be arrested for, what is it, aiding and abetting. So What would you have done if you were Santiago? Would you have turned him in?
Well, no.
Well, first of all, like, why didn't even Santiago say it wasn't my fault that Teresa, the dangerous person, showed up? It was Mateo's fault. How come we not talking about the fact that I didn't bring her here?
Yeah.
Mateo brought her after learning about Felix.
That's true.
I'm just saying, like, I'm not trying to take a blame away, but let's put it where it needs to be at this point, because I didn't bring Felix's name anywhere near her. Mm-hmm. I just wanted him out of my hotel.
Santiago didn't. If you pay attention, Santiago could have easily, like this, the minute she said,
yes.
I'll drop your debt, I'll 100%. Do everything, you'll be done with me. He thought about it, and then he went to Felix and warned Felix. So if Santiago, I don't think Santiago is a bad person here. I think he's also having to deal with, oh, shoot, what do? Do I turn him in so I'm done with all this debt that he started? Or do I, like, he doesn't know what to do.
I think Felix is the reason why he even got involved with the dangerous people in the first place. Once he stole the millions from him. Mm-hmm. That was the only reason to get with them in the first place.
Right, but my point is that Santiago could have easily turned him over, but he didn't because of Gigi, because of the kids, because of the family, because of how much love.
So he does have a conscience. Yeah,
he does have a conscience,
and he does care, and I think that
the
really
difference between them, and that's why I'm Team Santiago.
Yeah, and I am still Team Santiago too. I'm just trying to make all of our minds think,
because I think you still forget that he tricked the girls into getting him to the Riviera Grand in the first place.
That's true. He did do some tricking. But speaking more on Felix, because I want to get into real quickly Marissa, Carolina, and Yoli, Felix wants the whole family to go with him. He wants to get on out there. He wants everybody to come with him.
He's crazy.
Which I thought was psycho. But asking Marissa to go, he asks Yoli and Carolina to go, and then Yoli goes and asks Marissa. I was like, wait, what are we doing right now? I was like,
this is just crazy.
I was like, this is going way too far.
This is crazy going to Lamb Day.
What?
Crazy going to Lamb Day.
The Lamb Day.
Like going on the lamb.
Oh, yeah, that. Yeah. I mean, it was just all out of control and crazy. So, just thoughts.
I mean, we also found out information about Marissa this episode. She's undocumented, which means if she leaves the United States, she can never come back unless, obviously, she marries a United States citizen and gets citizenship that way.
Which she's working towards that now.
Yeah, right? She is working towards that.
Okay, cool. That's a nice theory. I would actually
be prediction, married at the end of the episode.
Boom.
Right? It's just crazy. I feel like it's a very just, I don't want to leave you. I want to be like, I want to know my dad. I don't want to leave you either because I just found you. You made me, I came out, now I'm out, and I'm in a happy relationship, and I want you to come with me. But that's very switch decision. Yeah, I'm glad that Yoli came to her senses and she was like, you know what, I care about you more. Let's not go off and gallivant and, be on the run with my father. No, that was ridiculous. So I'm really happy she just came to her senses on that whole. Like, how all 6 of y'all gonna run away? That's my question. I mean, 5 of y'all.
6.
5.
What do you mean 5?
If the 4 of them and then Marissa. And then also my question, so who's paying for this getaway?
Here's my prediction later.
Where's the
we'll
money?
get into that prediction.
Exactly how.
I can't wait for this one.
Oh, yeah.
Real quick, just to make sure that we touch on this topic as well. At the end of this episode, we also saw some wheeling and dealing with Teresa. She wants an office in the hotel now.
She's crazy.
I called it.
Okay.
She's crazy.
How do you think this is going to work out?
Oh, it's about
not good.
Dangerous.
I mean, this is getting sketched.
Someone's going to get hurt.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody's definitely getting hurt.
She's scary.
She's Katie Seagal.
Yeah, Katie Seagal's working that role.
She is a boss. Like when I say she's a boss, she commands every scene in this entire episode and every episode she's been in.
Yeah.
Of just exuding what being a boss.
Especially that first scene. I was like, ooh.
With kind of with the cape.
Yeah, you look kind of pathetic right now. I was like, ooh. Okay.
Take the bumpy roads.
Bumpy roads.
Every time I see her, I just think, love and marriage, love and marriage goes together like a horse and carriage. This,
all right, now we're getting off topic.
Your brother, you can't have one without the other. Every time I see her, I always think about it.
So
she plays badass now.
Yeah, no, I mean, this is definitely more of a badass character.
I can't remember the last thing I saw her in.
Sons of Anarchy?
But I don't watch that.
Oh.
But she's like from what's the name of that show?
Married with Children?
Yes, or this is like two different people.
Yes.
Yeah, no,
Like
100%.
two totally different people.
Yeah, and I mean, this is just the way that this is going. I am so excited for next week's episode because I'm sure we're going to be diving into these relationships even more. It's going to get more crazy. It's just going to be out of control, insane. So much more to talk about next week. But I want to get into our special segment right now.
Okay.
We've got Ricky here hitting us with that special segment, Hotel Mysteries. You go, boy.
All right. In September of 1980, Rose Burkert, that's a weird last name, and Roger Atkinson stayed at the Amana Holiday Inn near Williamsburg, Iowa. The couple got their last hotel room available thanks to the last-minute cancellation. The next morning, the housekeeper found the couple murdered, and there are some strange facts. There was evidence that the killer put their feet up on the desk and that they carved a piece of soap. The murderer also left one word written in the bathroom mirror, "This," making things even creepier. There was a mortician convention in town with many attendees staying at the inn. After their death, rumors circled about the possible killer. One is that Roger's uncle, a serial killer and recent escapee from a Nebraska mental health care, is responsible. Yet the case remains cold. It's one of the 19 strangest unsolved mysteries of all time. Whoa. That's scary.
Last week.
No, it wasn't last week. It was the week before. You weren't here.
You're good.
Someone spoke about this?
Yeah, she did. Too. But it doesn't matter because we can know about it again.
You
I
want
know,
me to say something else?
That dude's face is kind of scary with the glasses.
No.
Or the boyfriend, whatever he is. He looks kind of
I'm sure we have viewers that weren't here 2 weeks ago, so it's all good.
In case you forgot some missing points, I just refreshed your memory.
Yes,
Yeah.
we had a refresher, which we love, and something else I want a refresher for. Well, it's not a refresher. We need to hit this. That was not a good plug. We need to hit that news segment.
I got you on the news.
Speaking of refreshing.
All right, guys, brace yourself. Grand Hotel fans, things get a lot messier. Linking teased. There are so many twists that no one will expect because we didn't expect them. We had bets on set about what actually happened to Sky, and all of us were wrong.
Wow.
What can I say? What I can say is you will find out what happened to Sky by the end of the season.
Well,
And that means we're wrong too then.
what do you mean?
And what we thought happened to Sky. Because we talked about it.
That she was, I don't know.
That either she's still alive.
I definitely still think she's still alive right now.
But I really think maybe she faked her own death. Or faked her disappearance.
I don't know. Well,
No, somebody took her.
yeah, for sure. She was definitely kidnapped.
The question is who?
What other news do you have to share with us, Ricky?
All right.
Hit the viewers with the hot
Hit me
take
with your best
right
shot.
now and
We got a special guest coming into town next week, and then maybe another add-on to that one too. So a pretty big character. So please stay tuned. Tune in next week. We definitely do not want to miss that episode.
Oh my gosh.
I'm shaking in my Calvin Kleins. I'm so excited.
wow.
I'm so excited. And I just get hot. Oh my god.
Hello, I want you.
I mean, not just one guest, but maybe
This
two.
is like a musical episode. I did not know I was in.
Maybe close to 2 guests in the studio. I mean, last week was amazing. We had Brian Craig here, Javi, who definitely, he kind of hinted to the fact of these next couple episodes being pretty crazy as well.
Yeah.
So with your news segment, so a lot to look forward to with Grand Hotel. And I want to go ahead and get into our predictions.
Your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
Predictions for the next episode, beyond the next episode, the end of the season. Chae, hit us with your prediction, because I know you got some good ones.
I know, but I want to hear Ricky's first. I'm too excited.
No, save the best for last.
Oh, boo.
Oh, save the best for last, me.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
That's what I thought.
Okay, so I predict that we're going to see more Vanessa that we saw in this episode with Jason and seeing him kind of move on from Ingrid in a good way.
Okay.
And now that Teresa is, in a way, not taking over so much the hotel, but definitely taking more control away from Santiago. Well, I can't even. What we think is going to happen is going to be, I feel like, 5 times worse than the actual, what it's actually going to be.
In the next episode or
definitely by the end of the season. Because I don't know why I feel like maybe somebody's going to kill Teresa.
Oh, that could definitely happen. Who?
Mateo.
If it's not Mateo
and Santiago.
Or Santiago.
Yep.
Or split twist, it could be Gigi.
Oh, okay.
You ready for this?
Ready? All right. Hit us, Ricky. Hit us, Rick.
Ready for this prediction?
Hit us with it.
All right. So, y'all are wondering how Felix is getting on that yacht, right?
Sure.
Okay.
You're wondering that? How about this for a prediction?
Okay.
Gigi has all the freaking money.
Gigi. She's the one.
She has the money that Felix stole.
Okay.
That's my prediction. I could be right or wrong. I don't know, but that's my prediction. That was the first thing. Because how is she going to pay for... Who's paying for that yacht? Who's paying for that boat for him to get on?
Mendoza money?
He doesn't have any money.
I said Mendoza. Oh, you mean Santiago don't have money?
Santiago, he's in debt with the... I'm telling you.
Well, I think, like I said, I think those are both great hot takes, by the way. Like I said, I think Felix, something's going on with him. Santiago killed his.
You really think he killed his wife?
Mm-hmm.
No.
I don't believe that. I'm sorry, she was dealing with a lot more like mental or something substance abuse thing than it really happened.
Okay, see, now you're making me go back on my prediction. So
I'm just saying.
Go with your gut.
I'm gonna go with my gut. I think Felix could possibly still be the good guy. I mean, these are all ones I think Alicia is definitely going to forgive Danny, and I think that relationship's definitely going to last to the end of this, if any of the relationships do. So I don't know. There's a lot of, I don't know. My brain is mush right now. So a lot to look forward to, a lot to talk about next week, I'm sure. So guys, tell everybody where they can find you on social media when they want to talk about Grand Hotel.
You guys can find me at Real Chae Jones on Twitter and Instagram.
And you can find me at Ricky Vitucci.
And you can find me on Instagram at Rachel Swindler or on Twitter at Rachie Swin. We'll see you next week, guys.
Bye.
Can't wait to talk more Grand Hotel. Love you. Bye.
Our founder, Kevin Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.